And then, of course, there is Russia, to whom my honourable friend alluded, behaving like a rogue elephant, shredding international humanitarian law, abusing its veto powers on the UN Security Council, using the veto to protect itself from its own war crimes. Mr. Speaker, the attack on the convoy marked a new low in all of this. 18 humanitarian workers killed, food and medicine destroyed, and warehouses and medical facilities seriously damaged. And we should be clear about what is happening in Aleppo. The Russians are not attacking military formations. They are not engaging with militias and fighters. They are attacking hospitals and a terrified population, down from 2 million now to under 250,000. People hiding in the rubble and cellars that is Aleppo today. And last week, Mr. Speaker, the M10 hospital underground was attacked by bunker bombs to break through, bunker-busting bombs to break through the roof of it, and indeed cluster bombs aimed specifically at harming and injuring individual people. The location of that hospital was known to every combatant. There is no doubt, Mr. Speaker, that attacking that hospital was an international war crime. The Russians are doing, Mr. Speaker, to the United Nations precisely what Italy and Germany did to the League of Nations in the 1930s. And they are doing to Aleppo precisely what the Nazis did to Guernica in the Spanish Civil War. I give way. The gentleman is on to an extremely good point. What is needed, Mr. Speaker, is a concerted effort by the international community, united to make Russia feel the cost of their support and participation in the barbaric bombardment of Aleppo. I give way, of course.
The right honourable gentleman for giving way. Congratulate him for this debate. His comparison with the actions of the Nazi regime and of the League of Nations are so powerful. And is this not a warning to the United Nations that unless it fulfils its duties, unless it faces up to the atrocities which Russia is perpetrating, it may well in the future go the same way as the League of Nations did?
Mr. Speaker, that is the very point that I was making. First of all, we should single Russia out as a pariah. The Kremlin, like any bully, craves relevance and is winning as long as no one stands up to them. Russia must be confronted for its attacks on innocent civilians, confronted both diplomatically and using hard power, sanctions, economic measures, and we must seek to build support for multilateral military action to discharge our responsibility to protect. This is not about attacking Russia. It is about defending innocent civilians. Basic humanitarian decency and protection from a barbarism and tyranny we hoped we had consigned to the last century. I give way to the honourable lady.
Thank you. I completely concur with the honourable member's words in relation to Russia and the atrocities it is committing against the people of Syria. But is this not also in the context of Russia's previous actions in the Ukraine and in Crimea? And ought we not to remember that Russia as a state is increasingly out of control, not playing by the rules, and we do now absolutely have to confront its behaviour internationally?
The honourable lady makes an extremely powerful point. We cannot do this alone. We must use Britain's outstanding connections, not least through our diplomatic reach, our membership of NATO, our relationship with America, our centrality in the European firmament, notwithstanding Brexit. I give way.